Collinwood in 1840, and Quentin Collins sits in jail awaiting trial for his life. The crime, witchcraft. The penalty, beheading. Now Gerard Stiles, possessed by the spirit of the warlock Judah Zachary, has become the new master of the great estate and will remain so unless Quentin is declared innocent. At Rose Cottage, Flora, in order to get information for her new book on vampirism, has encouraged Letitia to conduct a seance. They seek to communicate with the spirit of Roxanne, hoping she will reveal the name of the person who was responsible for making her a vampire. And Barnabas, unable to prevent this, has no choice but to participate.
This magic circle must not be broken. We seek a spirit that can tell us the mystery that surrounds our village. We seek a spirit that can tell us who made her as she was when she died. Roxanne Drew, come from the shades where you now dwell. If you can hear the sound of my voice, come to us. Come to us. Can you hear me, Roxanne?
Barnabas, look!
Roxanne!
I have no rest.
Roxanne, if you will, tell us who was responsible, who turned you into a creature that walked by night, who made you become a vampire. Will you tell us? Will you?
Yes. Yes.
Who? Who? Say the name so that others may be spared.
Yes. Yes.
Who made you a vampire?
Angelique. Angelique.
Angelique!
Ah!
Letitia, are you all right?
What happened? Did Roxanne appear?
Yes, it was perfect.
And who made her a vampire? Did you find out?
She said a name, Angelique.
Angelique. Who is Angelique?
I don't know. But you do, don't you, Barnabas? I could see you recognized her name.
Yes, but not the Angelique that Roxanne referred to. The Angelique that I knew was my mother. Some people thought she was a most unusual woman, and I suppose in a way she was. But she was free. Her spirit is free. When my father went to England, she stayed behind, but then she joined him later. But she missed her home here and her friends, and so she traveled back and forth very often. Yes, I suppose that she was a most unusual woman. I loved her very much. If you'll excuse me.
I don't believe him. He didn't want the seance in the first place. And when we were near the truth, he broke the circle. Why? I can't help remembering the things Gerard keeps saying about him. He doesn't trust Barnabas. And after what just occurred in this room, I'm not willing to accept his explanation. If there is another, I will find it.
Who is it? Who is it?
I knew there'd be trouble when you came here. It was just a question of time. Roxanne has identified you.
Roxanne is dead.
But you do know of spirits. You, of all people, know of spirits.
What's happened?
Flora has written a book on vampirism, and she had Letitia conduct a seance. Roxanne's spirit went into her body and named Angelique as the one who made her a vampire.
Oh, let her name Angelique. Who knows Angelique?
Angelique is the name recorded as that of the wife of Barnabas Collins. The date of the marriage is 1797.
And how can that be connected to me?
Flora doesn't believe that there are two Angeliques. She's determined to find out more about it.
Well, that troubles me not at all, knowing Flora. Why have you come to warn me, Barnabas? Could it be love at last? Or is it the fact that you know that if I'm discovered, you will be as well? Or does it even go beyond survival? What do you want, really?
I want you to be careful.
And?
Quentin's trial for witchcraft is tomorrow. The case against him is very strong. The townsfolk already believe that he is guilty. You could use your powers to find out more about this. You could save him.
I will never save Quentin. Quentin is guilty. And the sooner he is dead, the better for all of us. Quentin is a warlock. He is guilty.
I don't know what is happening inside you, but it is evil. And I am determined to find out what it is, even if I have to go to the gates of hell.
You may have to do just that, Barnabas. You may have to do just that.
Gerard, what a pleasant surprise. Come in.
Thank you, Flora. I've come to ask a favor of you.
Well, of course. I have one to ask of you. So, you first. What can I do for you?
Well, I would like you to spend more time at Collinwood. It's such a very big house, and it's crying out for a woman like yourself.
Gerard, how sweet.
And as you know, I do need friends very badly. Gabriel and Samantha, well, they're not exactly very friendly, to say the least.
Oh, you poor boy. It does seem so unfair.
Yes. So, what should we call you? The, official hostess of Collinwood.
Oh, Gerard, I'm honored.
Wonderful. Truly wonderful. And now, you asked me for a favor?
Well, Desmond asked me to look for something, and I thought you might have taken it with you when you moved. By mistake, of course. But if, by any chance, have you seen the Journal of Judah Zachary?
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
That's strange. I wonder where it could be.
Excuse me. Am I interrupting?
No, dear, not at all. I do so want to find that journal.
Is something wrong, Letitia?
I hope not. You know better than I.
No, what?
Lot of change has occurred around here recently. Have you had anything to do with them?
Changes? What changes?
Well, you're the master of the house at Collinwood now. That's rather a big change. And it happened suddenly, didn't it?
Well, believe me, I was just as surprised as everyone else.
And look what led up to it. Murders. Vampires, peculiar attacks on people like Desmond, for example.
Oh, come, Letitia, you're acting like a common villager. And I thought you were beyond that.
Of course I'm beyond it. You and I both know that. But the people in the village don't know it. They chased me all the way home here. When I went into the apothecary shop, they called me a witch. Just like they do into him.
Quentin? And do you think he is one?
Of course not. You and I both know it's not Quentin. Gerard, is it you?
What a dreamer you are, Letitia. And we know each other so well.
What do you want, Gerard? What do you really want?
You?
I'm serious, Gerard.
So am I. Come here, Letitia.
You always had a way of changing the subject when you didn't want to go on.
That's true. Of course, a subject that we know and like a lot more.
Well, I can't deny that. But it's not the time for it.
Some other time.
Maybe, but... Well, I doubt it.
You don't mind if I keep hoping, though, do you?
It's up to you.
Good night, Letitia.
Night.
Can't find that silly journal anywhere. Letitia, don't you think it's strange that a book like that could just disappear? Letitia? Letitia? What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Yes. Something is wrong. He's different. He's very different.
Gerard?
Yes. And it frightens me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize anyone was here.
It's all right. I was just leaving.
Please, Daphne, believe me that I don't want to be here like this in Quentin's place. There's only one thing I want, and that is for Quentin to come back here where he belongs.
Dear God, how I want that too. But I'm frightened, Gerard. I'm frightened of the trial. I'm afraid of what those people may do to him. You know he's innocent, and I know that. But can they be made to know it?
We will make them. Believe me, I will make them.
You're trying to take me away from him. Why, I don't know. But it can't be done.
Have you forgotten about Samantha? Are you taking their marriage so lightly?
I'm not taking the marriage lightly at all. There is no real marriage. Quentin doesn't love Samantha, he loves me. And I love him. So please, Gerard, will you leave me alone?
Now, Daphne, you sleep. Sleep. And in your dreams, you will see how quickly hate is turned to love. Sleep, Daphne, and you will find out where we are going. But you will not remember. You will only remember when it becomes a reality. Now sleep, and soon you will be mine. With this ring, I be wed.
Gerard, I love you so much.
Happy?
Happy. I never dreamed I could feel this way about anyone.
I'll never let you know.
No, Gerard. Don't ever leave me.
Nor you me.
I couldn't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Never. Never. just cough. No, I couldn't. But I did. God, what's happening to me? Help me, somebody, please. Help me.
May I come in, Gerard?
Please do.
I came to ask you if I might borrow a book of yours.
Oh, a book?
Yes, remember you told me once about a journal written by a man named Judah something or other.
Zachary.
Yes, that's it. It sounded so fascinating. I thought I'd like to read it. Could I borrow it?
Oh, well, I'm afraid I don't have it. You see, it does belong to Desmond, and, well, he seems to have misplaced it for a while, anyway.
Oh, what a pity. But as long as I'm here, well, I probably shouldn't mention it, but you are so close to Quentin. And I am so deeply concerned about him.
As we all are.
When you were together on the voyage, what was he like? I mean, was he engaged in voodoo then, in witchcraft and things like that?
Well, not engaged in it, actually. He was interested in it, as I was. That's all.
Oh, the ring. Was he attracted to that ring then, the one that has the devil's mark?
Yes, most assuredly. But not for the powers. Tell me, why are you asking all these questions?
Well, because Quentin has changed. He's changed in a way that none of us can see. I don't know why I'm so certain, but I do know that it's true. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's all right, Daphne. I had to go back to the old house anyway. Good evening, Gerard.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How delightful to see you. I was just about ready to stop by and see you.
Oh, were you?
Yes. I was on my way down to the jail. I thought perhaps you would like to come with me to see Quentin.
Well, I can't really because Tad's gone to bed and that would mean leaving him alone.
Isn't it amazing how empty this house has become now that I've moved into here?
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with you, Gerard.
Of course it does. Don't you think I understand why people feel the way they do? Daphne, you must help me. You must make them believe that it wasn't what I wanted. It was only because of Quentin that I took this position. Please help them stop hating me.
They don't hate you, Gerard. They're very troubled people. They don't hate you at all.
You really meant that, didn't you? You really did. You wanted to comfort me. Oh, Daphne. Thank you so much. In spite of what you say and how you feel, I do need you. Very, very badly. If you'll excuse me, I have to go someplace.
Oh, dear God, what was I going to do? I wanted him. What is happening to me? I am coming for you now, but please do not be afraid. What I must do, I do with love. Your sister, Joanna. Joanna? Joanna, are you here? Joanna, please don't hurt me. Joanna, can't you help me? Joanna, help me!
please, don't you understand? You can help me. Please help me. Joanna, let me have the love that you had. Joanna, if anything's going to destroy me, can it be that love? Why must it be you?